Hello, everyone. It is Rory here at that Eurovision site, and we are continuing on our interviews for Eurovision 2023. The national final selections are coming thick and fast now, and this time I'm going to be covering Festival da Canção, and here I'm going to be joined by SAL, who are hoping to be representing Portugal at Eurovision 2023 with the song Viver. Muito bem-vindo a esta entrevista, tudo bem?
Hello, obrigado.
Hello. Fantastic.
Oh, muito obrigado.
Nice Portuguese.
Estou aprendendo a língua no Duolingo, so it's all fantastic. So fantastic.
Really?
Thank you so much. So you will be hoping to represent Portugal or competing in a Festival da Canção to represent Portugal with the song Viver. You were invited to write a song for Festival da Canção by RTP. How did it feel to be approached for the opportunity?
It's an honor. It's like the national television asking us to make a song and all the people behind it. It's very cool, and we took the challenge and make it run.
Yeah, that's it.
And we were not expecting it.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise. Yeah, it was a surprise.
It was a surprise.
I guess so, but I mean, you've been a band for you're only a recent band, aren't you? Because you kind of formed during the pandemic, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Right.
a bit before. Yeah.
Yeah. So how was it to kind of to feel that like RTP is already like, oh wow, we're going to take a shot on this new band that is kind of taking Portugal by storm?
Yeah, we take it very grateful, because that's the main reason we are so young as a band. Although we have a lot of
Background.
We have a background in music for a long time now, but as a band we are very recent. But I think we did our first record in 2020, and it was well received by the critics, and I guess they like it, so it was nice to be invited. Yeah.
Definitely, and it's lovely that people can recognize the talent that you guys as a band can bring. So that it's lovely. And I guess your song Viver. I guess what's the message of the song? Because obviously maybe someone who can speak Portuguese can sort of get the idea of it, but because it's how would you explain the message of the song to someone who wouldn't know anything about Portuguese?
It's like I would try to explain, but it's just to live. It's to live your life and don't look back and go forward. I think that's the simple message, because many times we spend much time looking at the past, and it's not good. So we want to go forward, future.
Yeah, it was also right. It was written right before the first record. So it kind of show us the way to write new songs, and all mood around the new songs. So it was I think it was the perfect match when we were invited, because it's a song about hope after those dark years we all went through, and it's about hope. It's also about the like an homage to the late musicians that inspired us, and kind of how do you say this? You go through them and their immortality, and you try to embrace that, and go forward with the strength they give you, the strength that those artists give you. And it's a hope message, for the future, to deal well with your things in the past, and just look forward. It's a very energetic song. A very, I guess it's a stage song. We just want to play it on stage for a big crowd and see what's the feedback.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's like how you say, it's really lively. It's very energetic. Like you know, I'd be listening to it in like on a walk, for example, and I'd be like, let's like go 15 kilometers an hour, you know, like in that level. So it's very inspiring, I think is a really good word for it.
Thank you.
And you say you know, that it's an homage to sort of the previous artists that you've sort of been inspired by. Who would be some of those like bands or artists that have sort of inspired you through your sort of repertoire?
In this song we made three obvious references to some of that bands and artists that inspired us, and some we make references to António Variações, who is a very known singer in Portugal and very important in some contexts, lyrically and artistic. And Zeca Afonso, which is another singer that in other field of songwriting, and also Chutes e Pontapés, which is the biggest rock band in Portugal. But I don't know. Those are the ones that we mention in the lyric of the song Viver. There are much more than
it's
that.
like rock. It's like rock bands, protest artists, Zeca Afonso, and the artistic one that is António Variações. So,
and I guess they all share the same. At a certain point, they all share the same artistic idea to break through some barriers and to be ahead of their time, musically, with and even with his aesthetics, and so it's those are big references for us. Yes, sure.
Definitely, yeah. It's fantastic that you've got so many sort of cultural references, at least, you know, to Portuguese music as well as sort of different genres in your song as well, which is great for people who wouldn't know about these artists beforehand. So actually, it means that, you know, maybe after this I might actually go and listen to some Variações, for example. Like it seems like a really good idea. Yeah, I love it. So of course, you know, we're looking at things through a Festival da Canção and maybe a Eurovision lens. What like are your memories of Festival da Canção and Eurovision as well, sort of individually as well?
Someone wants to answer?
Yeah, I can answer. To be honest, I remember really well during the 80s the National Festival da Canção, but I don't have any memories of the Eurovision. I don't know if it's because the Portuguese performances didn't do really well outside of Portugal, but I do remember really well some of the performances here, and during the 90s, and it's sort of like started to fade a bit away, to lose the strength that the Festival da Canção used to have here in Portugal in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And I think these last years, 7 years,
7, I guess.
7 years, things changed a lot, and it became more interesting now.
Yeah, I remember. We are almost, except Vicent, we are 80s kids and 90s kids. So I remember to watch in late 80s. I remember to watch the Festival da Canção with my parents. It was like, it's like Saturday night. We're gonna watch this. I remember some epic performance. But I remember Eurovision. I remember the girl. I can't remember the year, but it was like this Belgian girl that won. And I felt in love. I felt in love with her. I was like, "Whoa, yeah!" I'm trying to remind the song, but I can't remember, and I can't remember her name also. But I will check up after this. But it was maybe 87, 88,
yeah, 86.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, 86. Okay, so
Yeah.
I was in love with this Belgian girl, and the music was huge all over Europe. I guess it was in the radio all the time. So I remember that also.
It's amazing.
Gilles, okay.
No, I'm listening to you. Yeah. I'm enjoying your stories.
I can share the memories. I don't get no Festival da Canção memories because I was born in '93, so I'm 90. So the 2000s and that were not in my culture. Okay, but
Yeah.
the last 7 years I really enjoyed Conan Osiris, really enjoyed Salvador. And all that was like a magical year, 2016. We won the Euro, we won the Eurovision. It was like crazy year. The Pope came to Portugal. Everybody was crazy.
Oh yeah, it came to Portugal, and he's coming again this year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, that's oh, okay.
That's a good omen.
I see.
Yeah.
The connection.
I see something there.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And I guess as well, you know, with Festival da Canção sort of coming back to being quite popular in Portugal. I mean, what does it mean to you to be taking part in like such a long-running show like Festival da Canção?
I guess it was first of all, it was a big effort from our national television and some guys working there to put back the Festival da Canção in the spotlight and in the interest of everybody, because as Daniel said, in the 90s and the 20s it was very forgotten, and that was because it was mainly the most, I don't know the word to use, but there was no great scrutinium for the songs, so it went like not so good songs, very popular, kind of kitsch and kind of cheesy songs, and people just got no interest in that. So there was a big effort from the national television to bring up the composers, and I guess that make us all musicians and composers from Portugal a very good way to showcase our writings and our playing, and to bring us together also. So it's very important now for I guess more than ever to be in the Festival da Canção for many reasons. The main one is a band like us, for example, a band like that has like 2 years of existence can show off such a big crowd, and so many viewers on TV. TV is still a big thing in Portugal, you know. Internet is also, but TV still has this kind of the power of making things change. When you go outside and the lady in the coffee you go every day says, hey, I saw you on TV, that's a sign. That's a sign that you are reaching the people, you know.
Yeah,
because you can be huge in the internet. In Portugal it can be huge in the internet, and the people, the common people, don't know you so much, and this way the common people can see the new composers, or even not so new, but they can see a large sample of the composers and writers and the performers from our music, and it's a very wide range of styles and genres, and it's great. I think it's great for our culture, our musical culture to be granted this opportunity to show off our music. It's amazing, I guess.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's great that, like, you know, even since I've started watching Festival da Canção, which was the year of Salvador winning, so that was like 2017 or something, you know, like the quality of the music has been like top level. So I've always been falling in love with everything that Portugal has like been sending. So, you know, Claudia, Conan,
Yes.
Aliza, you know, the Black Mamba, Mahu as well, you know, like amazing artists, which, you know, fingers crossed, maybe you guys can be the next level of that. Fingers crossed anyway.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So with the show kind of, you know, it's coming very close now. It's only a couple of weeks away now.
Yes.
Do you have sort of anything planned for your performance? You know, is there any sort of surprises that, you know, you can sort of let us in, or is it all just a secret for now?
It's a secret, and it's not a secret. We're gonna do a great show, a performance, like a theater performance, crossing like a normal performance and a theater performance. And we make some instruments, like a cubist instruments. Yes.
Yeah, just some custom-made instruments for this performance.
Yeah, custom-made.
Pretty weird.
Scenario, custom-made
clothes. Yes.
Yeah, we took it personal. It's a playback. It all came from the brainstorming we did before, right after the invitation. We did a brainstorming about what should we do in a performance that it's mainly playback performance. You know, just the voice is live. So it's not the kind of thing that rock bands like us that like to jump and sweat on the stage and play. It's not the kind of thing we do normally. So it would be kind of strange just to be there and try to emulate what we're doing and pretending what we're doing on stage. So it came from first a little insight from João Gil that said, well, why don't we play a little bit with the playback? And then Vicente told something else, and then we just get this kind of cycle together. And we took it, okay, so let's showcase also other skills we have, because as an artist and creative minds, we look at a challenge like this and say, okay, let's make it ours, and let's make that 3 minutes long performance to be the most of what we can do as an artist. So we kind of took it all and said, okay, let's try to make our personal view the main, more than the playback and more than my performance, because I'm not as a singer, I'm not full sponsor, or I'm not a great singer. You know, I'm a rock singer that just sing things from my mouth, not a singer.
So humble.
And there's a lot of contests that
he's a great singer, by the way.
It's true. There's a lot of contests this year, and every year there's a lot of people that sings really good, you know, and they came from all those shows, that the voice and stuff like that they really have good voices, and then they alone can do a lot on stage. So we just said, okay, let's go. We're not just pretending that we're playing and spend those 3 minutes there doing that. So we can build a
momentum.
The momentum and a universe based on a do-it-yourself kind of mentality. And we hope it goes on stage as well as we imagine. So it's exciting, that part too, because, you know, otherwise we'll be just rehearsing my voice and some movements, and in this way we can all be doing something creative, and be a part of it, and it's good for the band also, because you get us together to do something else. So I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. So,
no, you talk, Sergio.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's great. That's lovely. I mean, it's really interesting as well, just to sort of get an idea into what the performance will be like. I'm really looking forward now to seeing what it'll look like on the night. I'm going to be keeping my eyes very much like focused on the show, being like, oh, okay, so that's what Sergio was saying. Oh, okay, right, okay. So I guess what would be the thing that you hope people at home or in Europe as well sort of take from your song or from your performance?
Energy, a lot of energy. We're gonna bring a lot of energy, and to just to know us and to know us better, because that's just one song, and people don't know us. They can, even Portuguese people can go to the first record and maybe listen to that, and maybe go to the next shows that we have, and build a momentum, build a road, so we can all go travel to it. And
that's it. Our main.
For the Europe fans, we're not expecting much, but it's great, man. It's you can also go to our first record and could how do I say it? Acompanhar, como é que é dizer?
Like the company.
To become followers of our work, and it's gonna be a great.
Our main goal is that, I guess at first when we got the invite, that was the first goal was, okay, so we are a recent band. We have to take this as a way to show our music to people, and it's already amazing we are talking to you right now, because otherwise it wouldn't be possible, you know. You just do the normal things you do as a recent band. And so if we can show our music to this auditorium so vast, with even in Europe and even in the world, to see our music being reacted in YouTube and that kind of thing, it's the kind of thing that comes along with being in Festival da Canção. And for a band that's not so known, even though the musicians are known, but the band is not, it's perfect to build a momentum, like Vicente said, and to carry on after that, you know.
And our idea is to pass some our goal is to pass an idea of truth. This is not fake. This is not it's a real band, with real music. So
that's very important.
Alongside
also.
with the energy, also some kind of truthness to our performance and music.
I guess João has a point here, because I guess we have to remind us all, and that they are still bands playing, you know, bands that, like, you can call us old school, I don't know, maybe, but we like the fact that you can go and watch. Of course, there's a lot of bands out there, but the mainstream now is very tight and very occupied by
singer
oriented and solo artists. And as they translate to the stage, and I see some of them, you can see many times just one guy singing with backing tracks and not much more, and that's okay. It's and people seems to enjoy it, and that's okay. But there are still bands out there that play, that go and do the wrong note, the singer loses his voice, or he goes out of tune, or something, or you can break something on stage. that is, you know, that is the real essence, is a sense of rock and roll, and I guess it's coming back again, like any other genre. It's going, but now it's not so popular. So we've kind of carried that flag that, okay, we are a band that does all that things. You can go and watch us and be in the crowd and go wild, and we all sweat with you guys, and maybe we can do some crowd surfing together. Yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah, that spirit is a little bit far now from the mainstream, and we are trying to bring that flag back. Yeah.
Oh wow, definitely, yeah. And I mean, it shows really well, I think, you know. And I mean, I need to listen to some more of your music now. I know that Passaforte was also a song that you've done that I think I very much enjoyed. I did listen to that one, so I need to listen to more things. So yeah, check out Passo Forte if you haven't listened to that.
Yes.
You know, if you love Viver, it's a good song to kind of follow on, I think, as well, which is fantastic. And I guess just sort of one final question, I guess, on my end. What would be your message to the international people who will be watching Festival da Canção? You know, if you make it to Eurovision, you're like, what would be your message to people who are listening to Viver abroad?
So, I take first. Yeah, I have to say I feel very proud because as we are now in this environment, and I think it's amazing to so many people can get to know our artists from Portugal, and that makes me proud, honestly, because Portugal is such a small country with such a weak musical industry. You know, we have a lot of talent as any other country there, but when you are in Festival da Canção, you build this link with all the other festivals around Europe, and that makes people go, and like us, we are talking now, and that makes me very proud to see not our song. It's been like that in the past since I guess 7 years now. It's like to see some people react to our songs in Portuguese. It's like, okay, nice. That's very nice, because as a small country, we know each other. We know almost everybody that's in the contest. Most of us are friends. So it's very, very grateful to see people looking to our songs and say, "Oh, that's nice from Portugal." Oh, and that makes us proud. At least it makes me very proud. Yeah.
Yes.
And listen to all the songs, not just only Viver, but go check them out.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing. You check all the songs. We have very nice songs every year. We throw some very good songs, like any other country, you know. But it's not for us musicians in Portugal. It's kind of a wow. Thank you, man. You listen to us. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, well, I mean, thank you so much anyway for the opportunity. I mean, you know, it's been fantastic to hear, you know, like your thoughts on different things, as well as like, you know, your growth as well as a band. So you know, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fantastic on the night. So muito obrigado e boa sorte no semifinal.
Thank you, Rory.
Thank you
so much. And of course, if you have any social media that we can just plug very quickly for you, if you want to. I don't know if you have
diga o nome das... No, we got.
Yeah, we got it. It's called SAL nas redes. On Instagram and Facebook, it's called SAL nas redes, and does all the information about us, the videos, everything there.
Amazing.
Yeah, check it out.
Yes, 100%. I will be liking, following, doing all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Thank you, Rory.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you.